You're listening to Season 3, Episode 8 of the Indie Film Tribe podcast with me, your host, Angela Matamocha. Welcome! Hi there, good people. Hi. Angela Matamocha here of Indie Film Tribe. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's going to be another super quick episode, and today's episode is for actors and writers that want to self-produce. This episode is for you. If you are a writer or if you are an actor and are thinking about self-producing, and if it's your first time checking out Indie Film Tribe, by the way, welcome. But if you don't know, I am a writer. I'm also an actor, a producer, and a director. And I'm currently in pre-production on a short film that I'm directing called The Good Balloon. And one of the reasons that I bring this up is because the lead actress on this project is also a first-time film producer. She also wrote the script, and she is the star of the film. So as many of you know, I am extremely passionate about helping actors and writers that are, curious and interested in producing their own socially conscious content. I do that, obviously through the podcast, Indie Film Tribe. I also do that through Self-Producing Partner and my Idea to Pre-Production Consulting Program. However, today I'd like to use Lita Lopez as an example because she literally embodies everything that I teach my students. She has created a project that is personal to her. She has created a project that she stars in and which allows her to play a character or a type of character that she usually doesn't get to play. And she created something that is socially relevant. So, having said that, today I want to talk about what I think is the most important element when creating or producing your own project. Obviously, there's more than one important element, but the number one important element to me is the script. The script. What about the script in particular? Tell a personal story. Here's why. The month of March, I watched Lita fundraise. She did a fundraising campaign for The Good Balloon. Day in, day out for 30 days, I watched her talk about the message on social media. I watched her reach out to her family, to her friends, everyone that she possibly could to make sure that she got the project funded. And she did. And I think one of the reasons she was able to keep going, because if you don't know, fundraising is very, very challenging. One of the things that enabled her to do that is because she was telling a story that really matters to her, right? It was very personal to her, very important to her, and that sort of gave her the motivation and the drive to keep going, because creating and executing a fundraising campaign is very challenging. And if you do tell a personal story that means a lot to you, it's going to really help you get that project funded. Second thing, I watched her build a team. I helped her build her team. So here's another thing about telling a story that is really, really important and a story that's very personal to you. When you go to, cast your first AD, your director of photography, when they read the script and if they connect with it, you want people to get on board because they're also not just behind the fact of, I just want to make a movie, but they want to help tell a story. They want to help make an impact, right? And this story does that, or that is our hope and our dream for it in any way. So helping you, anything you can do to help you build your team. Same thing with actors. They want to work on a story that means something, a story that, has social significance. So again, I find telling personal stories most of the time has that without having to try so hard. And here is the last thing that I'm going to say about creating or at least telling a personal story. If you are a writer that feels like you are blocked, or if you are an actor that writes, but maybe writing isn't your first gift or your first talent, I find that when you tell a personal story, the script pretty much writes itself, right? Because you're pretty much just retelling something that's already happened and making some tweaks. And you can always get a professional to help you really polish the script, but you can lay the foundation down of the story just by simply rewriting something that was very personal to you that has already happened. So for today, before I head out, I just want you to think, what story can you tell that will inspire people to want to help you bring that story to life. What story can you tell? And with that, good people, I am out. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Thank you, Indie Film Tribe, for hanging out. Until next time, bye.